as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he completes it to Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones.
I'm going to show you,
and
man.
They will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mayfield on play action. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this one is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Mayfield. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Vedvik.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Murray now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
And just not quite enough gas in the tank, down to the 4-yard line, but still a sensational effort.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
Jackson.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall.
And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at about the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they work this out past the 25.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, and his throw here is incomplete.
You definitely won't like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figured from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Throwing again on second down. Murray flush to his right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray trying to lay one up deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Taken in at the 22. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Going to the air again with Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Vedvik now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock.
Edmonds a first down and more.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. First down and more for Jackson. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play that time for Cleveland.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mayfield on first down.
over the middle. That's caught by Schwartz.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down, Mayfield.
Pass caught by Fuller. Well done.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very...
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray now. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a give, right side. It's Jackson.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers. And they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dancing to his left.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Flush to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw.
For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On the move to his left.
Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Mayfield now. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Jackson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They run again with Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Mayfield's throw taken in here by Fuller.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Marco Wilson.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Browns are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Under pressure, they got him again.
Jordan Elliott,
he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Rolling to his right. That's caught by Jackson. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, it's Jackson, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different